Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee was eulogized by Vice President Kamala Harris on Thursday during the Houston representative's funeral at Fallbrook Church. The funeral, which lasted over 3 hours, featured a mix of notable current and former elected officials and celebrities. Among the guests, former President Bill Clinton, former Secretary Hillary Clinton, several members of the U.S. House and Senate, former Houston Mayor Sylvester, Harris County Judge Lina Hidalgo, and performances from Grammy Award-winning singer-songwriter Stevie Wonder, gospel singers Yolanda Adams, Donnie McClurkin, and Pastor Shirley. Sheila Jackson Lee. To know her was to know a true champion, a fierce champion for justice, Harris said. Sheila Jackson Lee was a woman of deep faith and deep compassion. She was a beloved member of our Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority, and she was a dear, dear friend to my husband Doug and me. Harris focused on Jackson Lee's work in D.C. and Houston. When it came to crafting policy, there was no detail too minor or point of order too obscure, Harris said. If it needed to be understood, the Congresswoman would make sure everyone understood it and understood it well, and used it to the benefit of the people she served. Harris also said Jackson Lee was a smart and strategic lawmaker. She was also one of the most unrelenting, she said. As those of us who were her colleagues can attest, there was never a trite or trivial conversation with Sheila Jackson Lee. There were times if I saw her walking down the hall, I would almost want to hide, because whatever was on my mind. Sheila Jackson Lee would require a very serious and specific conversation with you about what she had on her mind, and then she would tell you exactly what she needed you to do to help her get it done. Harris said Jackson Lee wasn't afraid to do what she needed for residents in Houston. Sheila Jackson Lee would always find a way to help, even if she needed to get a little creative. As some of you may remember, a number of years ago, the city of Houston faced a budget shortfall and to save money, decided to close a number of public pools, Harris said. Well, Sheila Jackson Lee wasn't having that, and so she called around, as the story goes, to business leaders across Houston and convinced them to donate more than $350,000, and those pools then stayed open all summer long. She also touted Jackson Lee's work for women's rights, voting rights, LGBTQ rights, and making June the 10th a federal holiday. At the moment, Harris stumbled and said, as president, it was my honor, before correcting herself and calling herself vice president. The moment received cheers and applause in the crowd. It was my honor with our President Joe Biden to stand beside Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee as our president signed her bill into law, she said, after correcting herself. Others who spoke include Rev. Al Sharpton, Attorney Ben Crump, and Dr. Glenda Glover. The funeral concluded with legendary singer-songwriter Stevie Wonder singing. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss an important update. And leave a comment down below with your thoughts or any questions you have. Until next time, stay informed and stay safe.